Hey guys, good morning. I hope you guys are doing great. Happy Monday. So today I wanted to address the F word, okay? So the F word is that word, okay, that keeps stopping everybody from achieving their dreams. And so if you guessed it by now, the F word is fear, okay? So what is fear? Let me explain to you what is fear. Fear is like a nightmare. Do you guys ever have like a bad dream? Actually, I had one like about 2 days ago. I had a really bad dream, okay? And I woke up from it. And basically what it was, I don't know why, I was like, there was two airplanes, okay? And we were getting shot at in the airplane. And then the other airplane, this is just a dream, right? And then the airplane caught on fire, exploded, and just went down, and we were safe. And I woke up in like a hot panic, okay? Like a hot panic. I couldn't believe it. Like I was so safe. I was in my bedroom. Everything was great. There was no airplanes. Everything was at peace. I was in super safety. But yet, when I woke up, my mind, the images that were on my mind led me to believe, okay? Led me to believe and to fear where I was. So I was thinking, what is fear, right? Fear is false evidence appearing real. It's images that we hold on our mind. It's like our mind movie, okay? That is projected, right? That plays over and over and over, and it scares everybody. And it's not even real. Like that dream was not even real. The airplanes were not there. Obviously, I'm not shot. I'm safe. Everything's okay. And so I just kind of like got this like snap that I wanted to talk to people about, because fear is a bunch of images, okay, that you have in your mind when you think of doing something, and that's why you're not moving closer. Say for example, we could even like take it into many different contexts. We can take it into, say for example, you have this great idea, right, and you want to go for it. And before you even go for it, you have all these images that come into your mind, like, what if it fails? Like you already see yourself failing, you already see yourself on the street, you already see your bank account empty, and then you're like, oh, you know what, I'll just be safe, right? So what are you playing? You're playing negative images on your mind, and what it's doing is you're not taking action because those are the images that you're holding. So how do you reverse it? You actually have to like think of the opposite, right? So when I woke up from that dream, I literally woke up in like a hot panic, and then I saw everything was okay. I was like, oh, this is so ridiculous. And I was thinking, this is how fear controls our life. This is exactly it. This is what I was shown, right? And so think of it like in real life, when you're thinking of going for something, instead of playing all these negative images that you're wired to accept on your mind, why don't you play some positive images? Like think of the opposite. Think if you go for it, what's the best thing that can happen? Not what's the worst thing that can happen. And plant those images in your head. Like think if you reach your outcome. If for example, you have somebody or a partner or someone that you like, and you want to date them, and you're just not asking them, or you're not making your move because you have all these images, of rejection. What if they don't like me? I'm gonna look like a fool, right? So all these images are being projected on your head, and you're like, forget it, it's not a good idea. No, think of the opposite. What would be the outcome, okay, if you did go for it? What would be the outcome if you did go for it? And so if you go from that place, and even if they do reject, you can always go back. I read this story how Grant Cardone met his wife, and when he met his wife, basically he asked her out, and right away she told him, you're not my type. And he's like, okay. And he asked her out again. And what he did is for 13 months, he asked her out because he believed, and he wanted his outcome, which was to be with her. And of course, today they're happily married for many years. So that's what I'm trying to say. So you apply the same in business, when you think of going for your goals and your dreams, it's exactly the same thing. Instead of playing these images of everything that can go wrong, play all the images of something that can go right. And then I thought of this exercise you guys can do. Hey everybody, I'm so happy to see. I'm gonna actually go through everybody that's here. Drop your comments if you guys are getting what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you. So basically, fear is just ignorance. It's our imagination. Okay, we're using our imagination to create images of a negative outcome. This is what it is. That's what fear is. And so if you have this knowledge and you understand that fear is just a composite of negative image that we have, and the only way we can flip it is to create positive images and and feed them to your mind more than you feed the negative images, then it will give you more confidence to go for your goals and your dreams. Okay, so that's the message. It came in very, very strong, so I wanted to shoot a live and get you guys on it. Let me know if fear is stopping you, if this makes sense to you. And a good exercise that I would suggest that you do is when you think of going for something, okay? When you think of going for something and fear comes in, I want you to write down, okay, what images are playing on the screen of your mind. You'd be so surprised. You'd be so surprised to see how wired you are for negativity versus positivity. And then what you do, once you're aware that those are just images, it's not real, just like a dream, you know? I was safe in my room, but yet, you know, in my dream, the airplanes exploded and there was fire everywhere and it wasn't even real. So it's false evidence appearing real. And so basically what it means is that for all of you that are not going for your goals and dreams, you're being misled by your imagination into believing the worst, and it's keeping you small, and it's keeping you from achieving and giving your gifts into the world, and it's not letting you move forward and become the creators that you were created to be. So that's it. So today, as I always do, I always have like a card. This is why these mindset cards are so important, because we're wired for negativity. We are, 97% of us. I mean, there's only 3% that succeed, which means only 3% were able to win the game of life. And the game of life is what? It's a mental game. It's all in here. It's what you think, and we think in pictures, and it's what you picture. And basically, that's what gives your body, the pictures that you have on your mind, it gives your body the command, okay? The command of what you're going to do or not do. So if your pictures are negative, you're just going to be like, you know, I'm not going to do it. So just change the images that you have for positive ones and always imagine the best outcomes. So the card that I have today is impress my mind only with what I want. Isn't that perfect? Absolutely. You only impress your mind with images and the outcomes that you want. So every time you think of going for your goal, put the image that you want. When a negative thought comes, okay, or a fear thought, I don't say negative, but a fear thought comes, write it down and replace it with the opposite. All right, guys, let me know your comments. Let me know if this helped you guys. And I want to remind you all that you are the creators of your life, and that you can create your life the way you picture it to be. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you, everyone, for showing. Bye-bye.